think I put a bit too much wasabi. Now most places, before you used to say wasabi no ki, which means no wasabi, so they don't put any wasabi on unless you're in a proper restaurant place, but in a supermarket, it's not on, so I put too much on. I've been warned again about saying things. So I was watching this video of two guys, American guys, in Cuba, and they were bragging off to their followers that these girls are hanging about, they just want some free food or something like that. Two attractive girls, very attractive girls. And they came up to the girls following them up later and said, "Are you going to take us anywhere?" These girls were fucking gorgeous. Can you imagine how much it's going to cost to take these girls in Cuba? It's fucking nothing. Having the company of two attractive women and these girls are turning it down. When I was in Thailand, I was chatting with the girl. I went there by myself. I was chatting with the girl in the supermarket. Not in the supermarket. It was a travel shop, which is like a supermarket. And I said, "Do you want to go?" And she came with me on the trip. And I paid for her, but she brought a friend as well. And the thing is, in Thailand, a lot of girls cannot get into bars, popular bars, unless you're with a foreigner. Hey, Murray. I wish I had some more shoyu for this. Looks like I'll have to use beer. 30% discount. Well, I managed to sort out the electricity at the warehouse. I inquired about some insurance. And my young friend, who was sometimes up to the warehouse, put a brand new brush into the fucking garbage. If you're at a restaurant with a Japanese, sometimes the amount of wasabi they put on. Having said that, they could be smokers, and so they need to put on a lot of wasabi. What you been up to? My fucking refrigerator at home looks like there's some little fruit flies in. I think most of them have died. And the fucking, I bought some, it's not, vegetables aren't cheap here. And the fucking tomatoes and the cucumber just froze. So you know when they talk about these cryonic things, when they freeze your body, if the fucking tomatoes can't cope, certainly people aren't going to cope. But if you can imagine how many times the power's gone off at the cryo laboratory. Oops. I guess they'll never know. Yeah, I think recently I've been eating more fruit, and I think I noticed a drop in my blood pressure, because it was like, if I don't take my tablets, it's about 170, 180, and I haven't been taking the tablets for the last few days. I took them this morning after I had a lot of fruit this morning, and it dropped to like 159, 150, which is very rare. And so I'm just thinking maybe eating a lot of fruit helps with the blood pressure. I must admit, it's not very often I have pumpkins. I had an apple the other day, about 215 yen, and it was old. Isn't it cheaper to buy it in a can? I wish I'd got more show you with that. I don't know the price of the yen now. Today, it used to be 63 yen to the dollar. That's the last time I can remember. Oh, really? I don't. The thing is, when the last time they had some apples from America, but they fucking stored them for 8 months in a warehouse, and I think that's what they've done with these apples, because they weren't fresh. That could be a similar thing. We said better get it eaten quickly, yeah. Like TB. So I went to this sushi shop yesterday, and then they had 30% off, and I just put what I bought on the counter, and he goes, "Oh, get in line." Well, I'm not fucking shoving in front of anyone, you cunt. And then I just went now, and I looked at things, and there was some place, it was like 10% off, it's 20% off, and there was no tags on, and it says, "Oh, it's all 30% off." So why not fucking put a sign up or something? So I can't understand it, because there's a sushi shop and like that folded, and now another sushi shop is taking its place. And the back of the supermarket, there's one really big sushi place, and there's a small sushi, two more sushi places, and then there's fresh fish. Well, this morning I had two bananas. I had some what do you call it? That red pump, that red thing, green on outside, red inside. I had some of those. My favorite sushi is uni. Uni honmaguro. But it's a different, when you got a rich friend, it's good. Because they're like the difference between the lower price, the lower class uni and the high class uni is, just by looking at it, you can see there's a program on the internet, and it shows you, I think they might be in America or between America, like a Hawaii, and he explains everything, and it shows you that the high class only just goes to the hotels. Fucking expensive. I don't know, because when I ate it, my rich friend paid, but normal people don't usually buy it. Because it's fucking expensive. Do I cultivate rich friends? No, not really. Well, I was doing work for someone, for this guy. I was working with this American guy. We were providing furniture, and then this rich guy just says, "Oh, do you want to? I'll take you out for lunch or whatever, or dinner." And he just started taking me out, and I started doing jobs for him, and he started treating me to really nice venues and food, and it's excellent. Like you took, like $200, $250, but it's fucking, it's not like it's in America when it's $200, $250, and you just pay for bullshit. When you spend it here, you're getting really good. You're getting really good food. Yeah. Well, when your income's like millions of yen per week, he's got like three apartment buildings plus other land and property. So, but now they're in his son's names. I think if you go to if you go to one of the nice restaurants in the towers, it's like 50,000 yen per person, something like that. Yeah, like he took me to this. I put a video on. There's a video. Just type in video Arrghgarry sushi video, and there was one place. Fucking 5 chefs behind a very small counter. The food was fucking excellent. Just by looking at the sushi, you can see how good it is. I think that was 39,000 for 2 of us, including drinks. And that's all sushi. That. Always good to have a passport ready, especially nowadays because it can take so long to get a passport. So get yourself a passport. And don't forget, in Britain, it's a 10-year passport, so it's gonna last a while. Oh, look who showed up! They're fans of cod, aren't they? Fishing cod and chips. No, but most people cannot stomach eating raw fish. But as soon as they get used to it, it's very. What the fuck's happening here? Is that all these fucking spots here? I'm gonna get insured tomorrow, and then I'm gonna get these checked out on fucking on Friday. Cheers, Rich. I remember when I was a kid, our chip shop was called Lousy Jouses, and so the fish was about, see those fingers like that, very small piece of fish. Let's say like half of this can. But it was nice. Then we went to the seaside, and the fucking fish was hanging off the plate. It's about fucking 10 or 12 inches long. Food stream. I just missed it, Rich. I had some tekamaki. Why'd you say that, TB? I've got mushy peas from Sheffield. I went to this place, Bermondsey Cafe in Nagoya. I got fish and chips, fucking shocking. Oh, sorry about I keep forgetting language. Oh, Rich and Christina. Well, it's because everybody wants money, and that's come from the government, the leaders. But people, they're just trying to. I think there's sometimes on Facebook, people show photographs of food that they bought at events or bought at football grounds or bought at concerts. But a lot of the time, it's because they have to pay a massive concession. They have to pay a concession fee to the organisers. Hello, Ibura? Ibu-chan. Ibura-chan. Never. Ibu-chan. I'm getting tired. No, yeah, I used to work that area. I used to work on Linkrington's tea for 10 months. So all that, I used to go around that area selling tea and caramel wafers. Yeah, I can't remember if you. We must have gone sometimes. Who's that, Luke? What's fucking happening here? You got 2 channels, Luke. Luke's from Barnsley. No, of course, I should have hoped that they've got a few local chippies. I'm not so sure because my Finnish friend said who wants to see an old, fat, sad old bastard eating food. Well, I did mukbang video. No one's interested. I did buy. There was a semi-fresh noodle. It became very popular, and that was on Facebook, and that got about 500 views. Yeah, it does, but it depends how big the channel is. A lot of people don't like bad language or my unkempt appearance. So I've got to get my appearance kempt. Nora Chan is a mess. Who's Nora? Hello. What do you think of that Italian that's on the what's it? Britain's Got Talent. The last time I wore a suit, someone's funeral, I think. I got a few suits when I cleared this house out, and it almost got on me. And it was a very nice, might have been a Paul Smith suit, and I nearly got into it. But I was thinking whether I should, if I win on the lottery, I'll just buy one anyway, even though I'm overweight. The last time I got a suit, and it was my father-in-law's funeral, and I bought this suit, and it should have been 60,000 yen, and I got it for 9,000. No, I wouldn't have sworn in front of my mother. I was 12 when she died, so, but I wouldn't have never swore in front of my mother or dad. You get it right, fucking pasting. Yeah, no, I kept on going back to the shop hoping to get a similar bargain. But I've got a couple of nice jackets though. Yeah, it was really nice. It was a K size. It wasn't going to fit any. It didn't even fit me. I had it tucked in, and it was still massive. No, in those days you couldn't swear in front of your mother. You got a pasting. No way. Any person. Someone said to me like this. Someone that is well known in the God, his son told him to fuck off. And they said, what would you say if your son told you to do that? I said, my son would never say anything like that, ever, because he'd been brought up properly. Well, that's because you're in fucking Japan. Well, no. What kids are spoiled, aren't they? They're very soft. You know, but even... There you go. No, but they're just soft, aren't they? No, but all through the you know, like even in the war, you know that like the war in the 1940s and 1950s, they just got softer and softer and softer, and now they're really soft. They're soft even now. That you know that when you used to go to, I think when you used to go to Oxford or Cambridge, you used to have an interview to see if you'd cope with the situation. Now they take them in and they mollycoddle them, and it's not working because they just burst. See, the thing is, if they can't get a tough shell, then they get weaker and weaker, and it leads to suicides. There are suicides at Oxford and Cambridge. I know you all love Andy, your sister. Have you ever swore in front of your dad? Rachel, Christina? Yes, someone said to me, she goes, who's in the parents, who's the good guy and who's the bad guy with the kids? I said, we're both bad. We're both strict. You can't have one soft one. Oh, that's right. That's right, Rachel, isn't it? Neither do I. So I went to I've got to change my daughter is paying for my phone, and I give her money but she's getting a bit concerned something goes wrong. And so I went into the phone shop, and I says, can I do this? I wanted to explain. She goes, yeah, you can do it. I sit down, fill up. She goes, oh, can you come back another day because we're busy? There's no one in the fucking shop. We're busy. And then she comes back 5 minutes and says, oh, we can't do it. We need your daughter as well. I said, fucking 5 minutes ago, you told me I could do it. Now you told me I fucking can't do it. Yeah, but don't forget, sometimes I have a sleep in the afternoon, Rachel. The same place as usual, Rich. Supermarket. I was gonna do I was thinking of gonna get a bottle of beer at the yakitori shop. It's called Apita. When is my birthday? It's just gone, Rich. 30th of April. Probably more strict and more educated wise. They're more. Yeah, they are strict, and you can't mess about with Japanese parents. For example, sometimes what they do, instead of hitting the kid, they can hit him and they hit him about the head as well. And sometimes what they do, they put them outside on the balcony and lock them out. It's just getting warm now, yeah. Well, that's what this thing is supposed to bring them up, weren't they? Well, the school can't bring them up. The school can't bring up the kid nowadays, can they? Because they can't do anything. Yep, still got Netflix. It's about $10 a month, so it's good value, isn't it? I watched Heat last night, Robert De Niro. They made you kneel for it. Is that you go to a Catholic school? Yeah, I think just punch me. So it's over soon, isn't it? Yeah, that sounds like it. Fucking. I guess straight away, because they're fucking sadistic. What time do I go to sleep? I don't know, sometimes 10, 11, 12. We usually get up about 6 o'clock. You gotta get your sleep in. My brother sent his kids to even though they're Protestant, sent them to a Catholic school. Yeah, I do. Yeah, when I can. Yeah. But then again, a lot of time I want to have had a beer that makes it a bit easier to sleep. Well, that's a good thing about working for myself. I can do what I like when I like. Do I like curry? Of course I do. I just bought some cheap curries from the Turkish shop the other day. 200 yen. Liver spots. Yeah, I've heard about that before. I think it was a few years when I first started noticing them. But I think I'm going to, like I say, I'm going to get insured tomorrow and then try and get run over. A prawn gumbo. They're both good. Japanese curry style. What I sometimes do with the Japanese curry style is I use daikon or muli, that big long white thing. That's really nice in curry. I only had one of those once, and that was at that that American restaurant, Denny's. And he brought it, and I said, "What the fuck's this?" And he brought me the expensive version, but there was nothing there. I said, "You're fucking joking, aren't you?" Anyway, so he didn't charge me the full price. I don't know, curry, and yeah, I think that's we used to go for a curry after we finished drinking. Yeah, it wasn't very good, and there wasn't much. Yeah, it's probably a lot better when you make it yourselves. Same with sukiyaki as well. If you have sukiyaki in a shop, there's nothing there. Yeah, I've shouted at people lots of times. I was talking about one yesterday where I went to the Kirin factory, and the fucking beer was off at the factory, and then he says, "Oh, we don't. It's nothing. It's not. We don't get the beer from the factory." No, I can't find it, Rich. What I found out was the wire to the cutter. It was so cheap, it had shorted itself out. Yeah, I think it's good to get like a really nice quality one though. My wife used to buy filet pork when we used to have sweet and sour pork. But if you get filet pork, it's totally different. If you go to an Indian or a Nepal restaurant here, they just give you the shittiest piece of pork. My favorite day of the week is the day that I drink. They're all the same. They don't make no difference. I work every day, Rachel, so it doesn't really matter. Love. My favorite day would be when I meet my daughter. But I think she's getting fed up with me. That's my favorite day of the week, when I meet my daughter. Not enough. I think she's upset with me over this telephone thing. Let me just... Sorry, I was hoping she might have sent me a message, but she didn't. Sometimes the phone makes a little noise. Do I like Elvis music? Yeah, some of the songs. Yeah, well, when I was a kid, they all his movies were always on TV. Let's go and do a clam bake. Now they should do a clam bake. He bought his plane. I couldn't get into that film. What did the YouTuber do with it? Is it Mr. Monster, the Beast? I don't. Is Area 51 in the desert? Type in Elvis plane. Yeah, I know there's an Area 51, but is it in the desert? I thought it was in the mountains. Well, I suppose it's a dry area. It's in Nevada. Yeah, I suppose it is Nevada, in it, that area. No! There was a magazine in this area in Japan. I know the guy that made it. It was called The Alien. But then one of the guys said, I don't think we should call it Alien because it sounds bad. So they changed it from Alien. But I thought Alien was a good name for a magazine. Yeah, there's loads of crap coming out on the internet now. They're saying, some people are saying that we are the aliens from a long time ago. If we're aliens, why are we paying tax? I don't pay tax. I was joking with a mate a few weeks ago, and I said, wonder if I can get to 100 years of age, and he says, only another 40 years to go. Yeah, there was that fucking, you know, the guy with the cornfield or the wheat field and the markings. It was just fucking to an old guy and a young guy that fucking about. Yeah, that's what Ricky Gervais said, isn't it? Like my friend who I was talking about before, he's 92, 93 now, but he's in not in very good condition. And that's the thing is, you can live until you're 100, but the last 10 years are the worst of your life. What's it called? My Science Project. No, but you'll have to get my email address and send me these links, or put the links on a question or a comment. When I was young, a long time ago, I read a book called Arsenic or something like that, and he was like arguing about you know the reasons for aliens. You know, like he was trying to prove that there were aliens. Yeah, but like those two blokes that could admit that they did it, and then you get people who wouldn't believe them. But I guess in those days they didn't have iPhones or anything. Then is that about aliens? Is it? Well, I saw a young girl today on a short video. She walked around the garden, and then she had a big cooking pot, and then she done this. She came around again. She farted in the cooking pot. Now that's advancement. Then there was one with Mel Gibson. He did a film about that. That was fucking stupid. I think there's too many space films at the moment. You need sunglasses. Oh, if only I could get a pair of sunglasses. Is that a movie or a documentary? How long ago was it made? The only time I tried to get a movie off YouTube, because I'm in Japan, the movie was all in Japanese and there was no subtitles. So I've stopped doing that now. So now I just use Netflix. Was there any famous people in it? See, I'm an alien. See these? These are my antenna. Oh, Roddy Pitt, I don't think I know him. I know his brother Peter. Who would have ever thought that wrestlers would become movie stars? Well, I think I've got half a pizza left at home and half a bottle of wine. Nope, I don't think I'll be shaving this off unless I need to go into hiding. No one knows what I look like. But there was now and again people like stop me in the street and they go, your beard's really good. But very few, but they do say it. Stay hydrated. I'm going to try. Yeah, there was, I forget what it was now. John Cena was in a film with Amy Schumer. I wanted to watch it again. It's quite funny. Something about terminal or something like that, or train station or something. So it's quite funny. Yeah, well, not everybody can grow one, can they? So it doesn't matter. How tall am I? 5'8". So the average height, I was average height about 40 years ago. Yeah, it looks like everyone was taller than you, Rachel. Wait, if you come over to Japan, I'll have to try and get you to meet my son. He's 6'5". Yeah, and I do a lot as well. But apparently, tall people get very tired of being asked how tall they are. There's a guy on. He's always moaning about it, Richard Osman or something like that, and he's 6'7", and he's always complaining that people are always asking him how tall he is, making the same jokes. But sometimes you see very tall people, Japanese people. Oh, it's right. It's very rare you see very tall Japanese people. You know, like 6'3", 6'4", 6'5". Very, very rare. Lot of chick. Why did you see one? I think actually that lot of chicken is the weirdos. I think they're just the. It's just the sign painters. They just get their daughters to go to the police so they can get some more business painting signs. Well, my wife, she says she's seen two of them in her life. She's seen two chicken. They exposed themselves and she just laughed at them. And then they went away. What about chicken? Do you like chicken? Oh, really? Oh, dear. Yeah, you don't want to look at chicken videos, what they do with those baby chicks. Look, you know, I don't eat it. I don't eat a lot of it, so I had a little bit today. But maybe next week I will go to Costco and get a big chicken. Maybe I can live off one chicken for the week. Start a TikTok trend. My favorite meal, sukiyaki. Or roast lamb, Yorkshire pudding, roast potatoes, gravy. Meat and potato pie, steak. I saw this on YouTube, Facebook today. This guy had made a fantastic steak pie. Look, steak and kidney pie. It looked beautiful. You're not living in the right country. No lamb. Pork. I like everything. Horse meat, pork, beef, chicken. But like I said, I don't eat a lot of meat really. Roast lamb with mint sauce, beautiful. Yeah, pork chop, bit pork chops on, you know, pork chops, potatoes, peas, gravy. My grandma and granddad would always have one meal like that every day. Yeah, I don't know what that is, love. In Japan, the barbecues are very, very simple. Very, very simple. They use like a drain. They use a drain and then they put wire netting over the top of it and then charcoal underneath. Right, guys, I'm going to get off, get home, settle in for the night, have a look for that Alien film. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah, see me later. Yeah. Bye bye, everybody. Good night.